Nick, I'll let you open up, Coach.
Coach, when you look at the stat sheet here tonight, I think probably a lot of things that you look at you're probably pleased with. And total yards, third down conversions, there's probably a lot of good there. But overall, just thoughts on how the game flowed there after halftime.
Yeah, one, we're thankful for the victory and awesome crowd, and especially after the delay, the students coming back and everybody coming back, that's great. I want to apologize to them that we didn't play a game that's worthy of our university. We had 11 penalties and just foolish ones, and that's on me. Obviously, if it's happening, I'm allowing it, and so I'm very frustrated by that. But anytime we got in some type of rhythm, something would happen, right? Something foolish, and they would give them an opportunity and give them credit. They came in and played hard, and they've got a solid program they're building there, and so it was a good test for us. But we talk all the time about who we playing against. We're playing against ourselves, and tonight it might not end up on the scoreboard, but we beat ourselves a lot. And if we play like that the rest of the year, we won't win another game. And so we've got to do a better job of coaching expectations, but we are thankful for the win.
I think a lot of folks had questions coming into this game. What would it look like at this certain position or that certain position? Was there anything that stood out to you tonight and it surprised you in a good way or in a not so good way?
There was a lot of new guys, especially, at receiver that were getting some opportunities. You knew about the Coolies and the Lucas, the Henshaws, obviously K-Salt, but Sibley stepped up. But there's a lot of new guys up front. We lost one of our starting linemen early in the game, and so we had to, which is, as you guys know, is a depth there is a big deal. We lost him, and so we had a lot of new guys playing. And, I think we made some mistakes, which I knew we would, but I was pleased overall with at least the mindset that the guys approached the game with, as far as it didn't seem like it was too big, at the moment from them. We made tons of mistakes, but that I was pleased with at least their focus on being prepared.
Coach, you had the 3-drive stretch there in the first half where you missed field goal. Salt put the ball on the floor, and then he came out. He had the rain delay, and then set for 3 points. 150-some yards on those 3 drives, but you come away with 3 points. What were your thoughts on those?
Yeah, I thought that was, you get the great stop early, get a great punt return. You're up 7-0. You get the ball back, got a chance to go for 10 or 10-0, maybe 7-10-3, whatever it was, and then you miss a chip shot field goal. And so you look at the first half, and you move the ball the whole time, and you got nothing to show for it. Missed field goal and the fumble that was just on us. They didn't do anything, and so I thought we could have maybe took control of the game a little earlier and been able to really lean on them some, and those issues. We missed a pass that caught, then that's on 3rd down and 6. We missed a little pass there, had a chance to have a first down, so we missed the field goal, and then obviously the other thing there. So it just wasn't a clean series right there, and I thought if things went your way a little bit, you felt good there. But we scored right there at the end of the half, get the ball back. We're up 24-10 to go up 27-10. We got a chance to squeeze them out. We give up a big play on defense. It allows them to hang in, and I think we go 3 and out after that. And so we've got to learn how not to beat ourselves, and then when we have somebody down, we've got to be able to squeeze it and finish it. And then they're questioning themselves when it's 27-10, when they get 27-17 within like 4 plays. And we're not going to win a lot of games with that.
5 explosive plays given up tonight defensively. What do you attribute that to? Just some new faces out there?
Well, I think one, we missed some tackles, and so that's always the challenge in the first game. I think is with with our team, we have a lot of guys returning. We're thin at certain areas, and so how you practice, how much tackling you do, right? You need to tackle, but if you lose some guys at certain positions, you're not going to have a team. So that was the balance as a coach. I think you battle all the time, right? And so early they were missing tackles that gave up some big plays, and then a couple of those other ones, we're in a cover 3 and we jump a hitch and he runs right by us, and gets a big play, and then we missed a couple there. So there's a lot of things that they executed, but there's things that we're trying to do too much. Everybody's trying to win the game. I thought tonight we're trying to win the game on every play. Everybody's trying to make a huge play. Just play the game the way it should be and trust. And that's the thing I think I noticed. And a lot of those guys weren't new guys that made that. They were the guys that have been here. And so trying to do too much, and I think that's part of the expectations and the burdens of having all this outside noise. And so I think that's something that we'll learn from.
Flores was unable to go tonight. Also, you mentioned Xavier going down as well, too. What's their status look like moving forward right now? And then how do you feel some of the other guys that stepped in fared?
JP will probably be out a while. We're hoping we can get, he's not out for the year, but maybe we can get him back by, the open date is the plan. Xavier, I've not heard all the details there, but, anticipation there is he's probably going to be out a while. So, that's a position we cannot afford to lose anybody. Some of those guys came in and did well. They made some mistakes, and that's probably going to happen because they're playing football for the first time at the high level, and that's just part of it. And so it was good for them to get out there and do some things, though, and not at practice. They can see it. Hopefully, we'll learn from it and get better. Usually, the old adage is you make the most improvement 1 to 2. Let's pray that we do. Let's pray that we do. I know everybody here is prayerful. Go to church tomorrow and pray that we make improvement.
Coach, you had 7 wide receivers take the field tonight. Trayon Sibley, who set his career high, I believe, at catches, yards, and tied his career high at touchdowns, and for longest pass of his career. Can you talk about the receivers behind him, and is that going to look like, or is that going to be how it is every week?
Obviously Trayon knows what to do. He's done it for a lot of years, done it at a high level. There's obviously a trust factor there with him and Kate, right? So, they've been here together the longest. And so, I don't know if it was planned that way, but that's just the way it went tonight, But I thought Elijah made some plays. We got Darius involved. Juju got hurt a little bit, so we had to hold him. He had a little injury that he probably could have went back, but we tried to be smart on some of the stuff there. Tyson was, got involved some, and so those guys have done solid during practice, and our expectations are going to continue to get better. But it's a quarterback, there's a trust factor that you got to continue to build, and guys got to make the plays when they're there to make, run the routes if necessary. And we had some miscues of that wasn't clean, but now that we've done it under the lights and they see it, that first one's always challenging. From a plan as clean as possible, and we got through it thankfully. And so I expect us to get better there and the trust factor to improve.
Billy Lucas ends up with 1 more carry than Quentin Cooley tonight. Was that kind of the plan coming in to hopefully be able to not have to rely on Cooley as much, even though he loves contact, to be able to get Billy Lucas more involved?
Well, I think both of those are good backs, right? And if we can keep those guys fresh, that gives them an opportunity to wear down some people, right? And we could let Cooley carry it probably 30 times, but I don't know if that's wise for us in a season that we're playing as many games as we are. So, and we've got to develop a third guy there as well. Joyner came in and had a couple nice runs, had 48 yards there, so he had a couple nice ones. Not 48, 24 had a couple nice. We just got to continue to develop some depth there. But those two are a great bunch, and if we can keep them fresh and keep them healthy, that's a good way for us to hopefully lay on some defenses a little bit because those guys are fresh and running through tackles.
Caden, 16 of 23, also rushed for 53 yards, had the 1 turnover. How do you think he played tonight?
I thought this is good stuff. He made some nice plays. I thought sometimes maybe trying to do a little too much, on some of the RPOs that you have tagged. Maybe we hand them off. Maybe we, some of those things. So there's some things I think improvement wise. But he was in control. Didn't let anything get too big. I thought we had we got called for the penalty over there, but I thought they drug him down out of bounds over there. Now they hit him in bounds, which was fun, but they drug him down almost. It looked like a horse collar. And then the next play after that, the guy went after his ankles, and so he handled that. I thought, in a good way. But I'm glad we're able to get some things on video for him to see and some improvement because I know he wants to improve there. So he managed a lot of new guys. He managed that well, kept them going, and so we'll have to continue with that mindset there as we continue to get into conference play.
Good time for one more for Coach.
You have talked about pursuit a lot in the preseason, and does this kind of game when everybody's maybe not really as happy as you want it to be on opening night go a long way in kind of determining in these guys' minds, hey, what do we want our season to be like in pursuit of our goals?
Well, I don't know if they're happy. The only one that matters is if they're happy or not is me, and I'm not happy. And what I mean by that is they can be happy how they want, but I know, like as a coach, you look at the big picture of the things, right? And you know what you need to do to get where you want to go. And so it should not be. Maybe it's a wake up. I don't need to be a wake up call. I want us to play the game the way we coach them to play, and what we pursue. We're pursuing playing for each other and doing it the right way, I think anytime you get in a game and the other team's doing whatever, like you lose that what you're doing, why you're doing it, right? I mean, we need our guys just to focus on continue to do that because we can't win any games by just having the foolish things we have. Some penalties are going to happen, right? PI, some of that's okay. You figure those things out, but these foolish ones frustrate me because we lose while we're doing it, right? We're playing for each other, and then when something happens, if somebody says something to you, you want to respond in a way that we should, and that's something we work hard on all the time. And obviously, I'm not doing a good job at it. I've got to do better there, but I hope after the game they know, all right, hey, we can be a good football team. I believe that. If we can get better, we can be a great football team. I believe that. But doing the things that we're due, we won't win another game. That's true. You mark it down, you can write it, put it on C-Red, put it on there, put it on TV. If we do what we did tonight, we will not win another game. And then you'll be looking for a new coach in another year. That's what's going to happen. And so we've got to do a better job of why we play and not doing foolish stuff. And again, it's on me. And so, and that's this coaching with the big picture of it, right? And man, I'm thankful for the win, but I'm frustrated because that's not who we are. It's not who we are. And we'll get better from there.
All right, Coach. Thank you for your time.
And I'd like to have my job after that.